What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I'm going to do my second review of the day. I will be doing an album review on the latest Iceage album, Seek Shelter. So, Iceage is a Danish post-punk art punk band, and they have been at it for well over a decade, starting off with noisy post-punk raging albums like New Brigade and You're Nothing, then to something way more flavorful and artsy and tasteful, like Plowing into the Fields of Love. Easily one of the most underrated albums of the past decade. Also one of the best albums of the past decade. Oh my god. This Plowing into the Field of Love is so close to getting a 10 out of 10. Yes, there are songs that are not perfect, has flaws, but still, there are just so many amazing cuts off of that album. All the way from ragers with flashy, colorful guitars to very heartfelt, deeper cuts. Plowing is a fantastic album. Then it is followed up with Beyondless. And I've also given a review to Beyondless around the time it came out, and I thought it's pretty damn good as well, even though it's nowhere near as amazing and as tasteful as Plowing into the Fields of Love. Beyondless is still really flavorful, tasteful, and has a selection of very well written tracks, really well performed. And now they're back in 2021 with Seek Shelter. And Iceage is not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, because the kind of music they make isn't exactly the very driving or raging kind of post-punk that a lot of people would be really into. In fact, they sound really drunk. The vocalist of the band, Elias, sounds drunk and sloppy on all of the tracks, but that is kind of the trademark sound of Iceage. That is exactly one of the reasons why Iceage is such a fun and interesting band, and that is because they have such a trademark style with its sloppy instrumentals, and that is kind of one of the selling points for their music, in my opinion. But anyways, Seek Shelter. I actually like it a lot. Even though it's still nowhere near as good as Plowing into the Fields of Love, I still think it's better than Beyondless, and I think this is one of the better albums of the year as well. The album opens off with Shelter song, and given how dark and depressing a lot of the music from Iceage is, Shelter song might actually be the most optimistic and uplifting Iceage song ever, and it is amazing. And I kind of like the direction that this album is going for, and it really showcases how Iceage's sound has matured over the years, because instead of starting off an album with a crazy bang or with something exciting, this is more genuine, this is more indulging, and it's also really rewarding for hardcore Iceage fans or patient listeners. It has a really nice build up, and it is a genuinely heartwarming track. It's got these very nice hard rock, blues rock grooves and riffs, and also this chorus. They kick you when you're up and they knock you when you're down. But overall, I think this track is about seeking shelter, trying to find someone or something to latch onto during these trying times. And Iceage just perfectly opens off the album very nicely and beautifully and heartfeltly with this song. And then we have the track High and Hurt, which is a quick and aggressive rocky cut, and I really like the instrumentals. It's messy, it's here and there, and I believe, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I hear some banjos in the instrumentals. Like, did they use banjos for this song? But it's actually really well put together, and I really love the bluesy chorus of the track as well. And it is definitely a highlight on the album for me as well. The track Love Kills Slowly is also one of my favorites on the entire album. I love the sad, dreamy pianos paired with the marching drums and the chord progression. Again, every time when a song does this, I immediately love it, regardless of any other thing else about this track. And that is a dreamy, nostalgic chord progression. If the song has this, it's automatically a win for the song. And this song has a very nostalgic, dreamy chord progression that's very beautiful, and I absolutely love it. In a way, it kind of reminds me of like maybe Radiohead would have written a ballad like this during a Kid A Amnesiac era, because it's just so almost cerebral in a sense. And also these choir vocals being mixed into the song, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we have the track Vandetta, and damn, boy, damn, the beat of this thing, there's a metallic quality to the beat, and it's sort of chugging, and it's so infectious and catchy. And then we have the lyrics that are very ruthless and dirty. You know, it's like the band is trying to describe the dirty, dark side of a certain shady business, and it has a really nice music video attached to it. The track ends off with these bomb baba vocals, which usually I dislike, but when Iceage does it, it's so sloppy, it's so messy, and it's so in line with their style. I actually end off really enjoying this song. And then we have the track Drink Rain, which, how do I even describe this beat? I mean, it's not exactly a rock beat, to be honest. It's dun 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 dun. It's like to put it in other words, to put it in words, all I could say to describe this beat is that it's like a secret summer vacation in rural France type beat. The guitars are dreamy, they are relaxing, and usually, again, when bands do something like this, it sounds goofy as hell. But when Iceage does it, they just get a free pass because it's literally in line with their style. And also the very abstract lyrics and the wailing horns that are layered on top of one another on this track. I'm liking it. And then we have Gold City, and for some reason it's a really tamed and mild track, easily the most tamed on the entire album, and I kind of don't understand why they would choose this as a single, but High and Hurt is not a single, but Gold City is a single. And instrumentally it's kind of simple and regular in Iceage standards, and lyrically it's about providing someone with something, latching onto something. And yeah, still instrumentally not one of the better tracks on the album. Dear Saint Cecilia, Dear Saint Cecilia, however, is definitely one of the most blissful and fun tracks off of the entire album. The chorus, it's pure bliss. It's very summery, very bright, and I also really love the grooving blues rock guitars on this track. Iceage they just don't miss. They don't miss. The Wider Powder Blue is a slow-paced track on the album with really nice ascending guitars and xylophones. I believe I hear xylophones, right? My ears are not deceiving me, right? But yeah, again, similar to Gold City, instrumentally, I don't think it's one of the more interesting standout cuts. You know, for Iceage standards, it's pretty standard. And we have the Holding Hand, which is a song that took me a while to enjoy. At first I pretty disliked this song because a majority of this song is about 5.5 minutes, a little bit more than that, and a majority of this song, like the first 3 minutes, is just build up, and it's very indulging. But once it hits that climax, it's really painful. The guitars and the strings are really tortured and sad, and we get these absorbing vocal effects and chimes during the build-up that's really nice. But again, the build-up, it's patience testing, but once it reaches the climax, it's really rewarding and also really noisy as well, which is a very impactful way to end off the album. And I'm liking it. I'm liking how Iceage has sort of slightly and gradually changed their style bit by bit throughout the years. And also, I like art punk. I like post-punk, and Iceage has always been one of the most consistent and promising bands of our generation, like right now. My favorite song here is Love Kill Slowly. uh, Actually, I also really love Shelter Song and Vendetta. And my least favorite is Gold City. I'm giving Iceage's Seek Shelter a decent 8 out of 10. So, have you listened to Iceage with Seek Shelter from 1 to 10, which is rated? Like it and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching.